results. Obviously, we did a lot of good things defensively. We struggled offensively, but we'll be disappointed to lose that game, that's for sure. But at the same time, I feel like we got to stay really positive and just keep getting better. We got a lot of work to do, kind of finding a rhythm and cohesion and incorporating new guys, and it's going to be a process. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was anything out there that was, a big shock. I feel like we didn't make as many shots as we'd like to make. I thought our cohesion offensively wasn't there, but we made some strides in the last couple weeks defensively, and we just didn't come up with enough plays to win the game. Yeah, I thought Robin continued his great play throughout the preseason tonight. He's looked really active and aggressive, and he was big for us tonight. He had a really nice game, and I'm just happy for him. He had a struggle last year physically and mentally, and to come back strong, says a lot about him, and I'm pleased for him that he had such a big impact out there tonight. It's huge. We need everything we can get, and he's definitely big, giving us a nice inside presence.
There's been a lot of emphasis on defense in the preseason, less time in the offense.
Yeah, of course. We didn't have time to do, everything. We, you usually have at least a month, and having said that, we have a month of pickup games together before that month. So, to come in and basically have a couple weeks to put things in place. We have worked more on the defense, and our offense maybe has suffered a bit because of it. But I don't know how we could have done it differently. There's only so much time in a day, and we need a lot of work defensively, and so I don't think we would have done it any differently. But here we are, finding ourselves struggling a little bit offensively, and just got to stay positive and optimistic that it'll come.
What were you telling Markeith after that last play?
I just told him, it's a tough play when we haven't really played together, and I said it's as much my fault as his, and not to worry about it. It was a tough, great learning experience, I think, for him, and I just, it's one of those situations where we just haven't had a chance to practice those plays or run them in games together, and it was just an unfortunate play.
Tough spot to put him in.
Yeah, I mean, he made a pretty decent pass. We just had our signals crossed a little bit, and I didn't want to go too far into Ariza, I think, was guarding Grant. So, it's just one of those things. We haven't played a lot. We haven't played together, and he hasn't been in that situation much.
How impressed were you with him in his first game?
I thought Keith played great. I thought he did a really nice job. He played with lots of energy. He's physical and rebounded. He made some shots and hustled. I thought he was great.
You pulled up a little bit, curling around, slowed down, did not go all the way.
I went kind of wide to try to, just find some space there. I felt like if I curled in, Ariza would have been right there and stole it. I think he thought I was going to curl or something. So it doesn't, it was a tough play.
Was Kieran trying to get the offense going so much, grinding on you a little bit? It looked like in the third quarter got you tired.
You know what? I just took a shot in my ribs, and I even right now to breathe it hurts. So I just kind of ran out of breath because of that. But